As a writer, as an author, you take things in and then you put pen to paper. How much have you been writing lately?
I've been writing a lot lately, but it's not been my work. I've been blurbing a lot of manuscripts for colleagues and friends. I've been writing a lot of speeches, which is writing, which is creative writing. I'm requested to do quite a bit of public speaking right now, on Zoom, of course.
Yeah.
So I'm writing a lot of speeches about the power of our stories, creativity as healing, creativity as medicine, talking about what is the medicine we need right now in this time. And it's a troubling time, and yet I really see these wonderful slants of light that represent hope inside of this tremendously sorrowful time and challenging time. We have this opportunity to be at the neighbor's door. We have this opportunity to remember that we once were very kind and generous and forgiving and loving and compassionate. So that's what I'm thinking about a lot on this porch. That's what I'm sitting in space with and holding space for, is how my creativity, my writing, my voice becomes a container, that I'm constantly dipping in and out of for that inspiration and the energy and the spirit to keep telling it. Truth telling is dangerous. It gets us in trouble sometimes. But right now, more than ever, we need the storytellers. We need the people who are willing to tell the truth, to sing, to dance, to sculpt, to paint the truth. And art has always been at the core of every revolution.
You said you were searching for hope. How hard has it been?
That's a powerful question. It's very challenging as we look to our left or right and loved ones are moving on, becoming ancestors. We're hearing about friends who are losing their lives to the virus. Inside of that, it seems like there have been a tremendous large number of people dying in the national forefront that we're all just like astounded by their deaths. So it's that time of reckoning. I believe that this is a supreme time where we really understand the power of witness, what it means to witness, what it means to be witnessed, and what happens to us as a result of what we witness. So that's where my hope germinates. That's where my hope is fertile, and where I hope it thrives, and I can continue to make it thrive, is just bearing witness, not looking away. Mm-hmm. We have to look at all the ugly, because there's so much beauty inside when we can scrape away. It's just like finding that old silver piece of jewelry, and that once you bring it inside and put tar next to it, it's going to shine again. Mm-hmm. And I believe that that's who we are. I've been reading a lot of James Baldwin and actually just finished teaching a year of James Baldwin through the Quail Ridge bookstore that requested the series that I started last year. We finished up one Sunday ago. And one of the questions that James Baldwin asked many, many years ago was, what does it mean to be an American? He also made the statement that Americans are not in love with themselves. America does not love itself. If America loved itself, it would not need to denigrate, to find others to oppress so that they might feel good about themselves. And I've been sitting with that a lot. And a question as many of us entertain, what does it mean to leave America? What does it mean to become an expatriate? What does it mean to stay? What does it mean to stay?
What about understanding other people's truths?
We have to. That's coming back to that witness. I think that this COVID period has given us an opportunity to be still, to be very still, to read, to do the research. Those questions I've had about certain things, now I have time to I have a folder of questions about any number of things, contextual things I want to write about. Now is the time to look at those things. And all of them wrap back around to what does it mean to have a code of decency as a human being. You know, I can't be a very good oppressor, because part of being an oppressor is I have to stand all day with my foot on your neck. So I don't get to move either.
A lot of people would say we've lost our way in this day and age. What would you say to them?
I don't think we're totally lost. The path is always there because the path is here. It's not out there somewhere. You know what I mean? It's not an artificial road. You know, we've always been waiting for whoever was going to come to save us. It's us. Nobody's coming. Ain't no dude on a white horse going to show up. It is us. And because it is us, that's why I'm saying that way can be reimagined. We may have lost that old way, but I think that this is a time to think about newness. You know, after COVID, you know, my question to myself is like, what next? I was deathly ill in 2011. Was in a wheelchair for a few years, couldn't walk, couldn't talk, couldn't move my upper body, was totally not paralyzed, but very disabled. And I kept asking myself, I never said if I get out of this wheelchair, I kept saying, when I'm out of this wheelchair, how am I going to reinvent myself? Because the literary world, as I knew it before I got sick, had changed. The gatekeepers had changed. The millennials had taken over. I didn't know where my space was. I didn't know where I fit anymore. And I decided, you know what, I have to create my own space. I don't have to worry about fitting back in. I have to think about what is my plan to manifest my dreams, to manifest my writing, to be the truth teller I want to be. I think that same opportunity is, we have this great opportunity post-COVID to reimagine a different kind of being in the world. And I think this is a time when we can shed all the stuff, you know, Americans, Western world, I got a lot of stuff. We all have a lot of stuff. But how do we go through this new portal that the universe has given to us? Lighter. Lighter in our hearts and our spirits and our physical beings.
So is that how we move forward with each other?
I think we move forward by first taking ourselves to task and asking ourselves some serious questions about who I have been and who I want to be in the world.